In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally.
Good.
But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
Day 6 of Gervonta Davis's training camp has been released, and it's getting more intense as the day goes by. On this day, Gervonta Davis got up around 5:30 a.m., which is the usual time he gets up during his training camp. 5:30 is the magic time. For me, I know some guys do 3 or 4, but I feel more comfortable with that time. My body works better.
You gonna feel all this we got to do? Look, hey Tank, we're gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry.
I don't joke with my morning joggers. They're what helps when the fight goes the distance. That endurance comes from there, Gervonta Davis said after running. He got set for breakfast, specially made by his nutritionist, with more focus on lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and more than enough water for hydration just before his first gym session. He rested for some minutes before getting into the gym for some weight training exercises. He did some box, jumps, medicine ball slams, planks, Russian twist, leg raises, push-ups, sit-ups, and high repetition exercises for endurance 10.
Like, bad, like I can't do it. I don't want to be embarrassed, bro. It's just my pride. Some people be made for it, some people don't. It's not gonna win. You better be ready.
I don't joke with my morning joggers. They're what helps when the fight goes the distance. That endurance comes from there, Gervonta Davis said after running. He got set for breakfast, specially made by his nutritionist, with more focus on lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and more than enough water for hydration just before his first gym session. He rested for some minutes before getting into the gym for some weight training exercises. He did some box, jumps, medicine ball slams, planks, Russian twist, leg raises, push-ups, sit-ups, and high repetition exercises for endurance 10.
9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, under here, roll under the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that. Stop that.
I made the decision to train in DC because, you know, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute.
This took him about 2 to 3 hours. Before he went on another break, this lunch break took an hour and some minutes. Then he returned for boxing-specific exercises with this. He began with shadow boxing to perfect his boxing technique, then jumped on the heavy punching bags to develop his power and precision tank. Also did some speed back drills for hand-to-eye coordination, and closed this session with some intense sparring to simulate fight scenarios. Because the fight is still far away, Gervonta Davis has been fighting a maximum of 2 sparring partners. But for day 6, he had just one partner who sparred with him for 15 rounds of 5 minutes. Each I get more guys as the fight comes closer. I need to get myself in rhythm for now then. When it's close, I spar more guys afterwards, he went on. An evening break and resumed by 6 p.m. for recovery and technical drills. He had some mitt work with his trainer for strategy and precision, then some footwork drills to maintain agility and balance. Finally, he warmed down with some stretching and mobility exercising to prevent injury. He took a little break, had dinner, and rested for the day. Yeah, roll under me.
Roll under the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that man. Start that.
I made the decision to train in DC because, you know, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so I feel as though this will help me.
Baltimore Tanks fans were so impressed with this footage that they got on the comments section to shower praises on him and spoke highly of his comeback on August 16th. Tank is ready to demolish Lamont Roach. He better be ready for what's coming. I predict a 7th-round knockout. Another wrote, I can see the hunger and passion that was lacking while he prepared to take on Lamont Roach the first time. I hope he gets.
Breezeball, let's go.
The Tank is going to explode on August 16th. We know what you're capable of doing, and we can't wait to see you unleash all of it. Finally, a last quip. I hope Tank has got what it takes to go for more fights. We need to see more of this Tank. No much drama, just the drills and skills that pay the bills. In this case, his trainer Kenny Ellis spoke to Mill City Boxing about the possibility of retirement for the Baltimore native in a fight against Shocker Stevenson.
What do you think about, Lamont Roach and Tank's rematch, though?
It'll be a good fight. Good fight.
There were like some rumors saying that June 21st, T-Mobile Arena in Vegas.
I haven't heard anything, I don't pay that stuff no mind unless certain people.
That's what people. Tank is not told when to move, but that's boxing. Anything can happen. You never know. Tank might retire, man. You have to wait and see what he does. Kenny commented, whatever Tank does, I'll respect it. If he goes on, he has my support. If he retires, he has my support, were his last words on the subject, generating a lot of uncertainty among Davis's fans. What a butterfly effect that fight against Lamont Roach Jr. caused with each passing day. The boxing community becomes more and more eager to get definitive news on a rematch. Between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, the highly disputed majority draw outcome of their March 1st fight combined with the controversy that came in the fight's 9th round when Davis took a knee in the middle of the ring and wasn't penalized for it has made a rematch between these two champion boxers one of the most anticipated fights for the rest of 2025.
That stuff no mind unless certain people post it,
Yeah.
Certain networks, certain people. And once they post it, then it's on. But other than that, it's just the internet talking. You know what I mean?
Tell me what state of mind is Tank now in?
Tank is Tank. He good. A lot of rumors, that shit you hear, don't pay that shit no mind. Tank is good.
All indications are that a rematch is on the way. However, the question is more about when this fight will occur. Several reporters have asserted that August 16th seems to be the most discussed date at this point, and that Las Vegas is the most likely city where it will take place. However, with nothing set in stone, there are still just reports. What's for sure is that Lamont Roach has been extremely active on social media ever since the March 1st fight ended, and he has done multiple interviews where he's sharing his side of the fight and campaigning for the rematch to come sooner rather than later. And at one point during his April 8th interview with boxing icon Andre Ward on the All the Smoke Fight podcast, Roach gave a positive update about his rematch with Tank. We are trending in the right direction, Roach said of rematch negotiations. We are trending in the right direction.
So much shit, man. Tank is good, man.
Especially for some reason, I haven't heard anything from this. But the only one that I've seen that was quite odd to me, and I'm pretty sure you heard it because you're a fan of her, is Clarissa Shields saying something about Tank got evicted or something like that.
I hope we can make an announcement soon. I hope we have a decision soon. That's all I must say. But we are trending in the right way, he added. Perhaps the biggest mistake Lamont Roach made was beginning to believe that the injustice could be reversed, that he could still become a 2-division champion and end Gervonta Davis's perfect streak. But as we know, nothing of that sort has happened.
Evicted or something like that? Did you hear that?
Hell no, nothing. Hell no.
I said, that's crazy.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, she said it, and I haven't heard that from nobody.
No. If that was the case, it'd be all over the fucking news.
I was thinking this.
Let me repeat, I stand by what I expressed last Sunday in Ring magazine. Based on my 30 years plus experience, taking a knee without a punch shall be ruled a knockdown. It affected the result of the fight, but things once again came crashing down when the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the referee's decision due to a technical issue restricting them from reviewing the footage. That was another gut punch for Lamont Roach. He was ready for a reversal, or at least some clarity, after being involved in such a controversy. Now it seems like he has finally gotten one that he didn't like a bit recently. The 29-year-old sat down with Andre Ward on the All the Smoke Fight podcast. As expected, the March 1st bout was under the microscope. During the conversation, Roach revealed how the officials connected with him after the review. He also explained how the referee's ignorant behavior rubbed him the wrong way.
Yeah.
Don't believe that shit, man. AI crazy, but they've been jumping lately too. Whole bunch of different stuff, man. I be laughing my ass off.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that the truth? Speaking of, I seen Jalil Hackett's Twitter. He was talking about what, possibly moving up in his next fight.
Let me repeat, I stand by what I expressed last Sunday in Ring magazine. Based on my 30 years plus experience, taking a knee without a punch shall be ruled a knockdown. It affected the result of the fight, but things once again came crashing down when the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the referee's decision due to a technical issue restricting them from reviewing the footage. That was another gut punch for Lamont Roach. He was ready for a reversal, or at least some clarity, after being involved in such a controversy. Now it seems like he has finally gotten one that he didn't like a bit recently. The 29-year-old sat down with Andre Ward on the All the Smoke Fight podcast. As expected, the March 1st bout was under the microscope. During the conversation, Roach revealed how the officials connected with him after the review. He also explained how the referee's ignorant behavior rubbed him the wrong way.
Messed up, but somebody got to take the fall, and it ain't gonna be him. So like, they owned up to it. Like, all right, we missed this. They owned up to it. It's like, but they just saying like, all right, we're not gonna overturn it though. We're gonna, apologize and give you your flowers, but you ain't gonna get what you want. That's basically what I got from it.
Gave you for not overturning the decision? Roach replied that according to NYSAC, a counted knockdown would have changed the fight completely, not just the score, but the approach of Gervonta Davis as well. If it would have been a score to knockdown, there's no definite outcome of how Gervonta would have responded or fought with the remaining rounds to go. It was a vague statement, one that Roach, the World Boxing Association featherweight champion, had to interpret himself, and he did. What I took from that is basically, yeah, we messed up, but somebody got to take the fall, and it ain't going to be him. He explained. Roach further added that he believed that it was the New York State Athletic the Commission's way of accepting that the official messed up. However, overturning the decision at this point in time would be damaging to their reputation.
And you ain't heard nothing from the ref? He didn't make no statement?
He ain't make no statement. That was, I ain't gonna lie, man, that was, from him, that's sad.
A lot of times that's what the commissions do though, man. If something bad happened with a ref, they'll protect the referee.
Yeah.
And they'll try to get in front of it, and they'll have a spokesperson come out, and it's like, yeah, that's cool sometimes, but if you drop the ball like that and that affects my legacy, my livelihood, because y'all negotiating for a rematch right now. So you negotiating from a win.
How can anyone forget the things that happened during the March 1st fight? Honestly, what else could that night have been if not the boxing world's version of a high-octane action film, one twist after another with no time to breathe, while the fight drew more than 19,000 fans and reportedly earned Gervonta Davis between $15 and $20 million. Lamont Roach Jr. walked away with a career-high $3 to $5 million for the draw, according to Forbes. All that said, it's pretty clear this match had the potential to rake in a lot more with all the drama that happened in Brooklyn Fight Night.
Obviously, he was already at the championship level. He got catapulted up there by doing what he was supposed to do, knocking everybody out that they put in front of him. Got Floyd behind him. I was, I was on the hush. I was coming up though. He's a small guy. I knew he wasn't gonna go too far. So, and I knew he can rumble. I knew that he'd be as. I'm not surprised at how good he is or.
Gervonta Davis, as unusually quiet Roach, is here back in the spotlight, confirming yet another rumor that had the boxing world buzzing right after the match, trying to guess what this is about. Here's a hint. June 28th, 1997 ring. Any bells? We're talking about the moment Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear in the third round of their fight, an act that cost him 2 points and eventually got him disqualified after biting Holyfield's ear for a second time. Fast forward 28 years and fans were left wondering, did Gervonta Davis try something shockingly similar? In the ring with Roach, well, Lamont Roach Jr. is here to clear the air, of course. Another comparison.
Getting ready for Jamel, he was already champ. He was like, I handle that business, man. We make some money together. So you ain't gotta tell me twice. That's how it's supposed to be. So it's just like all the signs was there. All the signs was there. All I needed was